all the criticism the club has faced, 4 points out of 6 is not a bad start for you. You'd have settled for that at the start of the season.
Obviously, my decision not to read the English press was one of the best I ever did in my life, because I had were we already under pressure. All the criticism around.
Conceding 3 goals last week.
2. You cannot defend the offside goal, can you? Sorry. I don't want to put the finger always in it, but it's like this. So yes, we were not 100% happy, but it's not a general problem, and we know we have to work on it. But if we start like this, no problem. We can talk about defending. Defending was outstanding good today. So when you think, I think Crystal Palace last week against Huddersfield started really football playing, and then Huddersfield were tuning it up. And then obviously they became a little bit more direct, using Christian Benteke, coming in behind, all that stuff. I think we really defended this outstanding good. So, yeah, Raggi, Klavan and Matip did really well, and the protection from Joe and Robert were really good. So that's important. We had the second player from up front, so you cannot defend it differently, to be honest. Things you have to do, and that was one problem we had in Watford, that we were too early, too deep. So, but if you know the other team plays a long ball, you have to stay as high as possible, as long as possible, to create the space on the one hand side for your goalkeeper, which can come out then after a deflected ball or whatever, and to use the offside line. And I think we had the ball pretty much all the time, but in offside we don't have a lot of offside situations. But Crystal Palace was a few times, so that was good defending. But football playing first half could have been better, 100%. And I'm really happy that we scored, and I'm really happy that we created the chances in the second half we had. First half, like offensive football is always, I think, it's making the right decision at the right moment. So again, it's about timing, and we didn't see the spaces first half often enough, but we could show the players in half time where the spaces are. It's one little pass and then one switch, and the world is much nicer in this moment, and we didn't do this often enough. So we didn't use the half swing. We stuck in this area, just looking there, and forget the rest of the pitch. That was the problem. But even in this first half, we had good moments. So crosses from especially Robbo from left side, but nobody in the box, because pretty much all the offensive, Daniel, Roberto, we're all involved in all the preparing the cross, if you want. But 6 and 8, we didn't play too often with these 3 players together. Millie did outstanding good again, but needs to adapt again, of course. It's a different role than last year. And so we had nobody in the box from this position. So that's then there's nobody in the box. You cannot score then. And second half we did a lot better. Created more chances and scored. I thought a wonderful goal. Was not the best 1-2 between Robbo and Sadio, but Dom stood awake and put the foot in, and so it was counter pressing, and I love it. And then Sadio was alone and could score. So well deserved, not perfect, but well deserved.
Graham,
you changed both fullbacks, Jurgen. How pleased were you with that?
And the centre half.
Yes, indeed. But I was just wondering how pleased you were with the young lad's performance at fullback.
It was really good. What can I say? But there wasn't any doubt about it. So I'm happy that we have it. We spoke about the situation with Nathaniel Klein, that he couldn't train so far with the team. In the whole preseason, maybe 2 sessions. So he's not available, and that will probably stay like this. So that trend and Joe showed up like this. That's really important. And still Flano in the backhand, what he probably would not like too much, but for us it's very important. On the other side, it's the same. Alberto had a perfect preseason, played really well so far. And Robbo was not the best moment, I think, last week not in the squad, 2 weeks before not in the squad. But we need to have the opportunity to do something like this today. And then when the players then play like this, then it's the best reaction they can show. So I think everybody could see now how good Robbo, with a few more sessions, especially in the offensive situations can be. His crosses are a real threat. That for the first game, when we think a little bit about how we would feel if we play the first game at Anfield, and you cannot be full of joy. There's a lot of pressure on yourself, and he did really well. And Joe, no surprise, even when he, of course, was long injured, it was a difficult time for him, but no doubt about the quality.
Andy?
Jurgen, could you give us an update on, if there is one, on the fitness of Filipino, and could you tell us whether or not you've spoken to anyone of the owners since another bid from Barcelona has come in for him?
No, nothing new from the injury side, and if I speak to the owners, I don't think that this is the situation where I should talk about it, but I'm informed, how you can imagine, about everything what happens in the club, but nothing changed.
Nothing changed. You're aware of the latest bid and nothing changed?
I don't say there was another bid, I only say nothing changed, so that's it.
Okay, any final ones from you guys? Yes, Joe again?
Just quickly ask you, I think the England manager was here. Is Gareth, in your view, is that Daniel Sturridge available for England or not?
Yes, of course. Why shouldn't he?
Just because he's been out, you might want to know.
Yeah, that's not my decision. Gareth wanna pick him, then you can pick him. So Daniel had had an outstanding, good preseason. It was really good, a lot of sessions, and then unlucky in the Bayern game after scoring a goal. Maybe that's the best moment. If you get injured, then it's the best moment after you score the goal. But it's still a average moment, and trained already again since 3-4 days, so it's on a good way. Yes, and then it's a long time that Daniel had games. He needs each game he can get, of course. But I'm very positive about him, and yes, he's ready to pick. I don't know anything else.
Happy if he was selected if you...
Nobody asked me actually if I'm happy if somebody picks my players. So my preferred situation would be they all stay, and we can work in these 2 weeks. But so I always wait until they come back.
Okay, thanks guys. I'm going to wrap it there. Cheers.